I was completely wrong in what I knew about dragons. And they're originally from, was it Hungary?
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria, okay? So somewhere in Bulgaria, there was at some point actual dragons. Now, I live in Wales, a country which has on its national flag a bloody great big red dragon. We are probably the only nation on earth which has a mythological creature as the thing we salute. We're a strange and interesting people. But as Al was saying, that Welsh mercenaries went and fought in wars in Central Europe, and this is apparently where the legends of dragons come from. But lots of cultures do have dragon legends. And we do know now from archaeology that in the time of dinosaurs, there were flying lizards. And they look a lot like dragons. So maybe somewhere out in Hungary, where was it again?
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria. I'm glad you're paying attention because I'm not. Really, I'm seeing this. Maybe some flying beasts, some lizards of ancient and dark times.
You talking about me again?
Yeah. But first, having mentioned dark and menacing creatures, let me introduce Mike Pekins.
Hello.
Mike and I actually both grew up not far from each other in a place that is so miserable it's actually called the Black Country.
This is where Tolkien got his ideas from Mordor.
Yeah.
No, seriously, Tolkien went up to a place called Sedgley Beacon, which is very close by to where we live. We lived.
He moved away.
Right. He went up to. All right. Mike for Mike.
Mike for Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, never done that before.
And so he went up to the top of Sedgley Beacon, and he looked out over the Black Country, and it was called the Black Country because it was full of industry and smoke. And he looked over, and that's how he got the inspiration for Mordor. That's where me and Mike are from originally.
He now lives in Florida, I live in Wales. So there we go. He may have the better deal. And next to Mike is Midthun. Oh, I think he may have So, any dragons around where you live? Or any Tolkien like?
Well, we have, of course, our dragon churches.
Oh, yeah?
You know, there are lots of dragons. The nice thing about, Christian churches in Norway, having dragons on them, it's a great issue. No, apart from that, there aren't that many dragons in the Norwegian fairy tales and stuff. There's more trolls and what have you. But I thought, like tonight I will maybe do 3 different takes on different types of Disney dragons.
Okay, that's good.
So that's sort of what I'm going to chip in with. Yeah. Hopefully.
I have no idea whatsoever what I'm doing here.
You'll look if you're here now.
It's just so to make a joke about there being 4 mics on stage, I think.
Yeah. And we have boards. Oh, there. The good thing was that when we met just before Mike, Mike the first, we were having, a little get together up here, talking, what the heck we were going to do. But anyway, then
obviously I missed that conversation.
But the funny thing is that Mike and I were talking, and so he shows up, bored shows up, and says, "I'm bored." That's a good start for a good show, I guess. That's my name. So he says. Okay, so should we get this show off the road?
I think we shall do.
But I must say, because the reason why I was quite late coming down, well, not as late as Mike.
I was signing Outland.
Well, I had to go to the bathroom to change because when I got the invitation to join this
No. What
drag.
you have to do is go to the bathroom and check his dragon tattoo.
All right.
Some inspiration.
Apart from that, when I got the invitation on email, it just said drag show. D-R-A-G-E, drag show. So I was all dressed up, and I had to go and change. So here I am.
Please tell me it wasn't an Electra outfit.
It was one of the finest garments of my mother.
I'm a lumberjack.
Okay, so I will start sketching here. It's so bizarre doing it this way, but yeah, that's really that. So, on the Welsh flag, we have a dragon with his tongue out. Now, the symbolism of the red dragon in Wales is that years ago, and this turns up in Arthurian myth as well for some bizarre reason, a white dragon and a red dragon fought over Snowdonia. And the red dragon slayed the white dragon. Now, in the legend, the red dragon meant Wales. I strongly suspect that it didn't mean Wales until after it had killed the white dragon. You'd say, oh no, the white dragon was England all along, so you know, we've won. And apparently, according to comic artist, I know, Trina Robbins, American artist, she came to visit me, and she chastised me for not going to Cardiff Castle, where apparently the red dragon is buried.
Really?
I think she might be wrong. I'm not sure.
There was a great Slane story in 2000 AD. Is anyone aware of Slane? I guess most people are aware of the horned god that Simon visited. But there was a great dragon story in Slane, drawn by Massimo Ballardinelli. It's fantastic stuff, and it took place in Wales.
Yeah.
And this particular dragon had these crystal eyes, in which to see what he was most after, which was the beating heart of his prey. And so you got these magnificent Ballardinelli drawings of people running away from dragons, but you can see completely through the person. You can see all their intestines and everything. Just fantastic. You know, with gold breath coming out of their mouth. I don't know why I mentioned that. It's something to do with dragons, right?
Because in Chinese culture, there's a lot of dragons that feature there. It is odd, though, if you think about it, these cultures are separated by continents, yet they all have these similar myths. And it could be, as Al said earlier, that it is down to the fact that people roamed around and they told the legends from, was it Hungary?
Bulgaria.
Not a sexually joke, is it? Sorry. But it is interesting. I say it does sort of make you think about what survived from dinosaur times. One of my favourite theories, about taking it slightly to one side, about dinosaurs that survived is the Tyrannosaurus Rex. I think it's still around today. And it shrunk. It lives in Australia, and it's a kangaroo. Silhouette of a kangaroo. It's not that far away. Just the idea of kangaroos that are like 60 feet tall, roaming through the year.
Just the thought of tyrannosaurs with pouches on their head.
We don't have any skin from them, we only have bones, so you never know. Maybe we should Skippy the kangaroo, but the tyrannosaurus.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the dragon I see. That's a dragon I see every day on the Welsh flag. That's the one I salute. Again, we're a lovely people.
Good for you. Good for you.
I think. Alan, do you want to go next? And yeah, so we'll swap around now.
To the mutual cheers.
Shuffle.
So you have to start playing some kind of tune, and when we stop. So what I'm going to do is adjust mic a bit.
Yay! Come on, man. This bit's been killing for a week.
Seriously, folks. Let's see if I do like this. I have this. Let's see. I was thinking of like 3 different kinds of dragons, and I will take it up after Mike the first. And because in
what's that? Sleeping Beauty. What's that in Norwegian? Is that Don Rosa? Yeah.
Don Rosa?
Yeah, Don Rosa. We have it's actually such a great Disney artist over here. So we make you know, like fairy tales about Don Rosa. We have.
I'm worried about that handsome prince kissing him to wake up.
There's it's a little bit like what you did now, because one of the witch in Sleeping Beauty is she gets really mean, you know, in this. Let's see. That maybe. Is that okay? Yeah. And from being just your ordinary witch, she turns herself into this kind of creature, which is a bit like, and she has wings, of course, going. And you can see that the way all of the lines and the angles are very kind of angry, you know? So she goes, it's very harsh, and it's aggression in every line. Apart from these parts, which are more like more rounded, you have, you know, the ordinary fires and things. So she's a bit like this, and she is huge. I mean, you have like a tower over here. So this is more or less, yeah, something like that. And so here you have your ordinary bad guy dragon, right? And then you see it's all built up out of very nasty angles, you know. So you get a very you know, that kind of nasty, lots of claws and teeth kind of villain. Whereas